I'm here at Zoo World with Stephanie Sinnott, Chase, and Lynn, and these friendly giraffes just love lettuce. They love getting their lettuce. Stephanie, thanks for letting us come by and feed these guys.
They do love their lettuce, and it's actually really cool because giraffes are natural browsers. They're going to spend the majority of their time browsing off the tops of the trees and places where they can get great leaves. And as an interactive thing for guests here and also a source of enrichment for these guys, we do allow the public to feed them leaves. So it serves a couple of purposes. It gets the guests a chance to interact with these guys and truly appreciate them and learn some cool things about them. At the same time, it encourages that natural browsing throughout the day.
Yeah, and that's what they would do in the wild, just on the tops of the trees. Of course, lettuce does not grow on trees, but it looks like they really enjoy it.
Yeah, but it's green and crunchy, and they'll love it.
Yeah, and look at that tongue, yikes.
That tongue is amazing. It may be upwards of 18 inches long, and it is used for wrapping around and grabbing those leaves off. It is dark in coloration because they do spend so much time up high. It does kind of serve as a protection from the sun, so that dark actually helps them from that sun.
So they don't get a sunburn on their tongue.
Pretty much.
And that is like a main tool for them. That's their fork, their knife, everything.
Absolutely, and they're naturally very curious creatures, and they're looking for more lettuce.
I know. Here you go, buddy.
And that tongue is slightly prehensile, meaning that they can use it to grip, kind of like some monkeys do with their tails. So that tongue is very, very important to them.
So he can pull down a limb and strip the leaves right off it just with his little tongue there.
Absolutely.
Not a very large mouth, but he's kind of got some lips that look like they can really manipulate some chow.
They can. I don't have any more. I'm so sorry.
All right. And just giant eyes.
Giant eyes, you know. They are a large animal. They are potentially a prey item, but generally the young and the weak. But these guys, you know, they've almost got the bird's eye view way up there. You know, these get 17, 18 feet tall. And, you know, that gives them a great peripheral vision. They can see all around and check things out and really not have to do a whole lot of work by doing it.
And I'm just throwing him right off his diet here with all this stuff. Here you go, buddy.
They love it.
Yeah. Here you go.
I think you need a giraffe kiss.
I already have some giraffe spit on me.
I think you need one, don't you, Chase? Don't you think he needs a kiss? Oh, check that tongue out.
Wow, that's like Gene Simmons kind of deal. Oh my Lord. Well, Stephanie, thanks for showing me these guys. Let's go see some more of the unusual stuff that you have here.
Awesome.
Let's take a walk. I love this place. We're over here by the Bengal tiger habitat, and I'm here with Stephanie. And what's this creature's name?
Well, this beautiful lady is Sita. She's one of our 2 Bengal tiger adult females that we have here at Zoo World. Her sister is Tallulah. She's a little bit shyer than Sita is. And these beautiful creatures are, as all of our animals are, they're ambassadors for their species. You know, everybody's seen a tiger at some point in time, and you know what a tiger is, but they are all very critically endangered. And you know, what better way to get a chance to feel for how beautiful and magnificent they are by actually seeing them up close and personal, and maybe make a personal connection with them, and maybe do a little bit more research on tiger conservation and other species. I'm
looking at the behavior of this giant animal, and it's acting like a house cat.
Absolutely, just, you know, 300 times bigger.
Yeah.
They're very similar in the fact that, you know, a cat is a cat is a cat, whether it's a lion or a tiger or a house cat. Some can be very aloof and very sweet and loving, and some, you know, little kitties think they're big kitties. They have all their teeth and their claws intact, and of course, you know, at the end of the day, she is still a tiger, but she is very fond of the attention interaction that she gets from the staff here.
Wow, this is awesome. We have to run off to the local weather. Let's go explore some more friends
Sure.
that we have out here at Zoo World. We'll be right back after your local weather, brought to you by the West Pittman Law Firm. westpittmanlawfirm.com. Come here. I think he's getting a little nervous. It's close to Thanksgiving, and you're looking a little nervous. That's okay. I think he's safe here, but not so much for your friends. Now, I don't have much for you here, buddy, but being a turkey around Thanksgiving time has got to be nerve-wracking. I mean, you know, you see what happens. You know what goes on around Thanksgiving, don't you? You know that they have turkey dinner and all. And look at these guys. They look actually like this guy's got some drumsticks. Those guys over there. This guy not so much. You look a little skinny. So maybe next year. But right now, oh, you don't say. Now, I'm gonna have some turkey. I'm sorry. It's just a tradition that we have to do. And no offense to you and your kind, but you're a pretty tasty little treat. You may not know that, but you are. Oh, so the hunter becomes the hunted. He's ready to peck me. So Stephanie, I guess we're on our way to the lemurs now, huh?
Absolutely. The nice thing about having a smaller facility is that we can offer an up close and personal experience for guests, kids of all ages, from little all the way up. And one of the things that we can do is we can offer interactive programs like the giraffe feeding, our presentations that we have daily, our animal shows and our wolf presentations. Folks can get some educational knowledge and see the animals up close. Or our encounter programs like with our ruffed lemurs, where they can actually pay a small fee. You can go in, you can sit down, and basically you can become their jungle gym.
Well, I can hardly wait.
And we absolutely encourage folks while they're in there. We are an educational facility, and we want somebody, when they come, we want them to enjoy themselves. We want them to enjoy the animals. We also hope they learn at least one thing while they're here. So we encourage you to read the animal signage in front of them, or if you're seeing it, if you're talking to a keeper or you're in an encounter, ask questions. We'll be happy to answer them.
Well, maybe we can see one of these guys. Huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's take one out. Do we have to go in there with them?
Well, they like you. They like you as a playground.
Okay, well, let's check it out. You got to put these booties on because we don't want to contaminate the baby lemurs. They're worried about them catching germs from me. So I did a little Purell action on my hands, and now this is like going into like surgery or something. Good grief! I'm visiting a friend in the hospital.
Or
you got
going
to put these on.
to the baby ward and checking out the babies. These are our babies, and we want to protect them as much as we possibly can. So
yes, and if I was in better shape, I could actually reach my toes. Okay, here we go. This is my booty. All right.
All right, you're all smurfed up.
I'm ready for the lemurs. All right. So here we are in the lemur habitat and having a little lemur encounter. And these guys are not shy at all. Actually, he's trying to eat my watch. And this guy...
Oh, you brought him toys.
Yeah, it's like a shiny thing that he wants. Well, there he goes. Ding, ding, this is my stop, bus driver. Anyway, this is a lemur stop. These guys are unbelievably not aggressive, but they're just not shy at all.
No, they're not. They've been raised very socially, and they love. Thank you.
But they love shiny things apparently, because my watch and my.
They're just like toddlers, and they're fascinated and curious with everything new. So they like new play toys and things. And of course, you're a great playground, especially a moving playground. So it's a lot of fun. Lemurs are very agile. There are some species that spend a little bit of time on the ground, but for the most part, these guys are really adept for jumping and climbing and things like that.
And they just pop up. I mean, just appear on your shoulder out of nowhere.
Absolutely.
Ow. He's like chewing on my watch now.
Absolutely. Now, and these guys are ruffed lemurs. These are black and white and red ruffed lemurs, and they are very social amongst themselves. And you see that great rough fur that they have. It's always nice and groomed because a lot of their socializing is reinforced through that grooming process. And sometimes you'll see lemurs together and maybe in a row, and basically, I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine, and it makes for a wonderful bonding experience, but it also makes for a great way to keep their fur in
Notice how we made a little jungle gym. Notice
Yeah.
how I made a little bridge to you.
Absolutely.
But for some reason, they're fascinated with my jewelry. I don't know why.
Absolutely.
I feel those cold little clammy hands on my neck.
Oh, those are mine.
No. Well, you Purell, so I know you're safe.
The animals are a wonderful thing, These guys, of course, they bring you closer to your friends and family, and they bring you closer to them, and it truly is a wonderful experience that we're able to bring to folks because, like I said, we encourage folks to ask questions, and and if we don't have the answer, we'll certainly be happy to find it out for you.
There are tails everywhere.
There are, and these
Ding,
tails
ding.
are really great. It's kind of like with a squirrel, that tail, it helps them jumping around and with balance.
Do they hang from their
cannot
tails?
grab
No?
from their tails. Nope, a lot of people think that they do, but and also these guys being lemurs, they're not actually monkeys.
They sure jump around like monkeys.
They do. They're in the primate family. However, they're a very primitive primate. They're a persimmon, so
long lost cousins.
But even though they do kind of monkey around, but
Stephanie, we got to jump off to a break. But we'll be right back with more critters here at Zoo World after these messages.
This is David Lovett, and this is your Mad Hatter Minute. Preventative maintenance is critical to keeping your vehicle running properly. Everyone knows that you need to change the engine oil and do periodic tune-ups, but no one remembers to do the timing belt. The timing belt is part of your vehicle that's located behind the timing cover, and it's not visible when you open your hood. It's a rubber belt, just like your serpentine belt or V-belts that are visible when you open your hood. Timing belts synchronize the rotation of the engine's camshaft and crankshaft so that the valves open and close at the proper strokes. Some vehicles have engines that are called interference engines, which means that the valves open and close based off the rotation of the timing belt. Pistons move up and down, valves move up and down. Should that timing belt break while you're driving, pistons continue to move, the valves drop, and there's a likelihood that the piston will strike the valve and either bend the valve or actually puncture the piston. Should your timing belt break while you're driving, it could be a very expensive repair, or it could be a complete engine replacement. Don't be surprised if the shop replacing the timing belt also recommends replacing the cam seals and the crank seals. It's best to spend a few extra dollars to have those seals replaced when you're doing the timing belt, rather than run the risk of getting oil all over the brand new timing belt and have the timing slip. Best advice is to change the engine timing belt every 60,000 miles. I am David Lovett, and that has been your Mad Hatter Minute.
Hey folks, this is Joshua Brown with Mad Hatter on 23rd Street. Is your check engine light on? If it is, text MADHAT28, that's MADHAT28, to 24247 and we'll check it for free.
Welcome back to the show. We're back here in the studio with Kat Turner because it's Friday, and you've got to get us up to date on that great app we know as Live 850 and what's going on this weekend in the 850 area code.
Well, happy Halloween, everybody.
Yeah.
And for those of you that are iPhone users, I understand there's been a new build, so you may have to reload your Live 850 application. It is a free application. It's available on iTunes and on Google Play. It's free to use and free to list your events. So we hope everybody will go and do that. There's lots of stuff going on. Of course, this is the last weekend for the JC's Haunted House.
Yeah.
And Crystal Cottage also has their Halloween, their haunted house going on as well. And the proceeds from that, your donations go to support the
Something good, I'm sure. Something really cool, so go.
Really good.
And when we remember that, it's going to be cool. Anyway.
But we also have to remind everybody that we're going to have thousands and thousands of visitors this weekend. They're coming in now for the Ironman event.
Oh, yeah.
So they're already here, already arriving. We want to watch for those people on the roads as they're coming in and to welcome them for their event tomorrow. We have Loud Planet and Barbed Wire Creek doing a double feature Halloween.
I just have to say this. I've never heard Loud Planet. I've heard Barbed Wire Creek. I can't talk today. But I've never heard Loud Planet.
You must.
And with a name like that, that's very surprising.
One of my favorite local bands. They've just got incredible musicianship. But that's a backstage event at the Marina Civic Center. It's $15 for those tickets. They're going to have great costume prizes, hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of prizes. So that's going to be a fun event. And I think that starts at 9 o'clock.
Well, I got to say, I don't know about Loud Planet, but Barbed Wire Creek.
Both of them.
They're awesome.
Well, you know how much I love those boys.
Well, we got to get them on the show again.
Yes, let's do that. Let's do that soon. You hear me? Barbed Wire Creek, Scott Fryer, Cody Bennett,
and Loud Planet too.
Yeah,
come on.
Yes, let's do this. Another fun thing that's going on tomorrow is going to be Teach a Friend a Home Brew. There's a place called Flagella Hardware. It's at 9700 Front Beach Road, and that's a free event for 21 and up, and it starts at noon. And you can bring your home brew. You can come and taste homebrew, so that's going to be kind of fun.
Yeah, sounds cool.
And some important stuff coming up next week. I want to remind everybody about Holly Fair.
Yes.
Holly Fair is a big, big deal. The Junior League does so much in this community. And this is one of their big, big events. It's going to be at Boardwalk Beach Center. You can go to jlpanamacity.org to find out all about the things that are going to be there. They're going to have like 60 vendors. There's going to be live music. There are going to be door prizes, great shopping, and it goes to support the Junior League and all of the projects that they have coming up. And then next week is the very last Friday Fest.
Wow.
Yeah.
It seemed to fly by this season,
Yes,
didn't it?
I know, it really did. So y'all dress warm and come out to historic downtown Panama City and get out and enjoy your neighbors and the community and be a part of Friday Fest next week. So those are some of the fun things that we got coming up.
We've got all kinds of stuff going on in this area, in the Live 850 area code. And, you know, if you have a smartphone, which most of us do nowadays, there's really no excuse not to get this app, that Live 850 app. You can get it out there at the iTunes store.
That's right, iTunes and Google Play. And hey, when you're at Holly Fair, by the way, be sure to say hello to Tracy Sharp. She's one of our VIP sponsors.
Yeah, we've had her on the show.
And yeah, she's fabulous. From Girls Night Salsa, and a portion of her proceeds go to support research for breast cancer. So we want to be sure and give her a shout out.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, Tracy Sharp, shout out. We got to go. And we're going to go back to Zoo World and wrap up the show in just a minute. Welcome back, and here we are at Zoo World, and who do we have here? What is this wild animal?
Well,
here?
this wild animal is Tom. He's our assistant curator and boss, our curator and assistant director. And this handsome fellow over here is Montana. Montana is a gray wolf, and he has been with us since he was a pup. He now is over 10 years old, so we won't tell him, but he's getting a little older.
Is he really?
He's getting a little older.
What's a beautiful animal?
He is a beautiful animal, and he actually is part of our education program in that he comes out daily, participates in a wolf show where pretty much the show is the keeper does all the work and he lays down and shows his belly so it can be scratched. And he does do some interaction with the guests. Wolves are highly intelligent, highly social creatures, and he is got probably the biggest wolf pack out there because, hi Tana, will you lay down for me, buddy? Because he readily accepts people into his pack. He loves the attention that he gets, the belly scratchings.
But that's not typical wolf behavior. In the wild, the wolf is not to be trusted, right?
Well, the wolf is an animal that is a pack animal. They're protective of their family and their pack. They are a carnivore, so they are going to hunt their prey down. And if you are not a member of that pack or family, of course they're going to defend themselves, and they're not necessarily going to want intruders nearby.
Well, it's really amazing. We're running out of time. I gotta go see that the lion, tiger. What is it?
Oh my!
Lion. I keep making that mistake. Let's go take a look at the lions. We're here at the. I guess you've got this white lion in this temporary housing. And this is not his permanent housing for Husani the white lion.
Right, this is Husani. He's a white lion. He is still less than a year old.
So he's got to stay here until you figure something out where he's going to go.
Well, he is the newest addition to our pride, and we have 2 females in the back. And eventually, when he gets big enough and brave enough to take 2 girls on, he is going to be fully introduced to them. Right now, when the park is closed, we actually do walk him back so they can start their introductions through the fence, so they can start talking to each other and getting to know each other's scents and smells and things like that. And both he and they are really, really enjoy it. And white lions are a naturally occurring phenomenon, and they are specific to one particular region in Africa. However, they are not that common.
I guess they're endangered in the fact that, people probably hunt them and poach them.
Well, unfortunately, people have a nasty habit of, if it's cool, if it's rare, if it's unique, people do trophy hunt and things like that, and he is cool and unique. And when he grows up, he's going to have a big, beautiful mane, just as a regularly colored lion would be. His is just going to be a little lighter than the rest.
Can we come and visit him? Can people watching this come out and see Husani?
Absolutely. You know, we encourage people to come out and you know,
Hey, Husani.
enjoy these animals as much as we do. And we want people to come out and watch him grow. He's a baby now. When he first came to us, he was a tiny little cub. He's tripled in size just in the time that he's been with us. And he's going to continue to grow, and he's going to go through that goofy stage with his mane, just like a teenage boy would.
It's a beautiful, beautiful animal.
And,
Look at this.
and you know, we do. We want to be able to share these animals with people because they are all ambassadors, and we want them to learn. We want them to appreciate them as much as we do. And you know, every single person, you know, makes a little bit of difference.
Well, Stephanie,
in the big
we are
cog.
so out of time. It's not funny, but thank you so much for letting us get behind the scenes here at Zoo World. And if people want to come out, when can we come? When are you open?
Well, we're open year-round, and right now we open at 9:30 daily, and we close at 4. Last entry is at 3.
All right, here we are on Front Beach Road, Zoo World. Come on out and visit, and we'll see you guys next time.